I'm from Vietnam. I've been here for 9 years. When I was growing up in Vietnam, my family were farmers. But at the same time, my mom was a tailor, so she was actually doing the farming and sewing clothes to generate money to take care of the family. So back then, when she was alive, she was actually the foundation of the family. Until she passed away, that was when my dad started taking over. Growing up in Vietnam, I was very young back then. I didn't know much, but it wasn't really a happy life for me, from my perspective, from where I'm looking at now, because a few years before my family moved to America for good, we stayed at my grandma's house for a short period of time, and during that time a lot of things had happened. A lot of sadness and just unfortunate things happened to my family. I've been mature all of my life, but I have learned from my friends that back in high school, they were dating. When they were dating, they were on and off, had huge fights with their boyfriends and things like that. So looking at them, I learned that how I should have my relationship with my partner. And looking at my sister, she's married, but she's going through the stage of divorce because her husband is not treating her very well, and she wants to get out of that married life. So learning from my sister, my friends, and my dad, I get a clue of how I want my relationship with my partner to be.
I grew up in Michigan, lived in Michigan all my life. I've only been out in the East Coast for about 6 years now. I grew up in really blue-collar suburbia. My dad's retired now, but he was a firefighter, battalion chief. And firefighters are like truck drivers in there. And my mom she was a Kelly girl, or a temp, worked for a temp agent, and she worked for computer corporations. My understanding of relationships, I feel like I've learned vicariously through my entire family. It's tough because when you're gay or lesbian, but when you're gay, there really aren't any role models out there. I think what happens when gay couples or lesbian couples get together and they really become a solid relationship, they disappear out of sight. And so there weren't really any role models for me to emulate or to learn from. So what I kind of do is I look at the people around me. Like I have my mom and dad, and we've got some friends and some other people around us, and that they have very successful, exciting, fun relationships. So what I do is I look at the things in the relationship that I really think that will apply to us, and I learn from that. And the stuff that I feel that doesn't apply to us, I kind of discard. And every day, every week with Kang, I learn something different about relationships, about myself, and I think really how relationships are supposed to be.
I grew up in Newark, Delaware, where I am now, and my parents are divorced and both of them are remarried. So I have a full sister, a half-brother, and a stepsister. So there's a lot of us. I'm the oldest. And we all live right in this area. I'm very close to my family. My parents fought a lot before they got divorced, so I don't like fighting in a relationship. I always feel that if we're fighting, then things are really bad. But I've gotten a lot better at that since I've gotten older. I think I've learned a lot from them about, I hope I did, what not to do and so forth. My mom and my stepdad together are definitely better. He's a great guy, and so that's who I grew up with, was the two of them.